Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, the majority leader, is on a point of order.
You know, Honorable Speaker, I'm one of those people who rarely interject when members are contributing. But Honorable Nyoro has a duty and a responsibility to respect other members. He has used very unparliamentary language to begin with, and those are some of the issues the chair stood up on a point of order. You cannot call people incompetent because he said that the valuation models used here are incompetent, and the committee that has considered it, they are incompetent. Honorable Ariko is interrupting me because he's also a member of that committee. This is a committee of 30 members. To Honorable Speaker, you have alluded to what Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is being challenged to substantiate, because you must substantiate things you allege. The easiest thing you can do here is to come and say, oh, this thing is incompetent, this share is undervalued. You must give us a substantiation of the alternative. And that is what I had Honorable Kimani Kuria ask. What is that other valuation model that you can give us or give the country so that we may benefit from your intellect? You are probably more intelligent than all the other people you consider to be incompetent. In your competence, show us that other alternative valuation model, other than the 5 valuation models that the committee considered here, that gives a better price than that price that is determined, that was negotiated on 34 shillings. And you know, Ndindi Nyoro has been out there in marketplaces and lecture halls saying how incompetent people are, how this share has been undervalued or overvalued at times. In fact, at one point, he said the share was overpriced, at another time it was underpriced when the market became bullish. He has also told us here that the market is bearish. For all intents and purposes, Honorable Speaker, I am also an observer and a trader in this market. I may not be a stockbroker like Ndindi Nyoro, but I buy shares. I know when the market gets certain information, the market reacts to that share price. When there was information on this session of paper, the market reacted. In fact, long before even this news became news that government was going to divest, the market reacted to it. And the market on the Safaricom share became very bullish. That is why that share rose. At the time, I think, when this session of paper was brought to this house, the share price was trading at 20-something shillings. It rose all the way out of speculation. Kenyans know that the share, the financial year of Safaricom is about to come to an end. I think the closes, I think, in March, is it? In March. And therefore, Honorable Speaker protects me from Honorable Makali Mulu, and he knows I respect him, because now you address the Speaker, stop addressing me.
Honorable Makali Mulu.
You know you are becoming like Alonzo Musyoka now, just shouting in rallies. You address me through the Speaker. You don't address me like Alonzo Musyoka. It's Alonzo Musyoka who is used to address it.
Majority Leader, you will not Majority Leader, you will not mention Kenyans who are not before the House in a manner that does not enable them to defend themselves. Honorable Makali Mulu, you are old enough to know you cannot talk at the Speaker when the Speaker is giving a ruling. Take back your seat. Yes, Honorable Ndindi, are you done? Yeah, I would order the majority leader to secure that as the leader of the House is on the path of good debate, and anything that besmirches is taken out of record.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You know I have to apologize to Honorable Makali Mulu for obvious reasons. He is nowhere close to the people I mentioned in terms of intellect and how he articulates issues. He's nowhere close, and therefore I profusely apologize to Honorable Makali Mulu, Dr. Makali Mulu, because this is an economist of repute, and that is why I know he will agree with me that the market, especially around the Safaricom share, cannot be said to be bearish. These are things we want to say here to get clips to circulate on social media, Honorable Speaker. And I wanted to ask that you do direct the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro to stop looking for clips to circulate on social media to substantiate how bearish is this market. How is the Safaricom share undervalued in his own valuation model, what economic valuation model is using. Because there is no Ndindi valuation model. There are valuation models that have been performed by the committee.
Majority Leader, your point is made. Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, I guillotined time. You will have 2 minutes. Within those 2 minutes, there is, because the total time is 5 minutes. You know Ndindi has been upstanding due to the interventions, and I would request we stop them for over 10 minutes now. So I'm not going to allow any further interventions. You will have your contributions. You are requesting for 3. There is an offense taken with your use of the word incompetence, more so as they relate to the committee. And your phrase that the leader, the chairperson's submissions before the House are laughable. I would request you withdraw those and then, deal with the issue, if you can. If there is a formula, in economics by which we can land at a better price as a country, it would also be beneficial to the House. Otherwise, you just proceed and conclude. 2.5 minutes from now.
Honorable Speaker, I don't find merit in responding to the filibustering from the previous member, but responding to the chair who earlier stated about the formula. I have been repeating and I'm repeating. I'm not even introducing a new one. I'm using their own. The chair stood here and talked about P ratio. I'm not even going to the other ones that I can use. There are many. I'm just concentrating on his. P ratio of Safaricom by close of this year will be 16.1 years, Honorable Speaker. Our buyers who are Vodacom, their P ratio, the best they have ever had is 40 periods, Honorable Speaker. P ratio measures periods. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Ndindi.
Hey.
No, please, I will not allow more points of order. Let me direct this debate. Honorable Ndindi, P ratio is one of the 4 models. And they are in the report in terms of demonstrating how each model arrives to what figure.
Precisely.
Yeah, so it is not only PE ratio, which has been proposed. And I've not heard the chair to say the model that was used to price these shares was PE ratio. There were 4 models that they are demonstrated there. The ask is that you demonstrate how you arrive at a share value that would be different from this.
Yes. Chairman, Honorable Speaker, I am repeating for the obtained time. I know there are even more than 4 formulas. There are more. But I want to zero in onto their own. Honorable Speaker, P ratio is price over earning ratio. We are talking about a price of 34. So the price is integral. Earning per share is also integral. And it measures periods. The period at which you may return your money using bottom line in Safaricom is 16.1 years, Honorable Speaker. The one for our buyers, the best that you have ever had in around 2022, was 40 periods, Honorable Speaker, for 40 years. Currently, they are in negative. Etisalat, Airtel, Orange, they are all trading at P ratios in the ranges of 30. It means on that basis alone, our Safaricom share is undervalued by more than half, Honorable Speaker. The second thing, Honorable Speaker, I want us to consider, currently in our NSC, there are block trades happening at the same time. It is exposing what we are doing to Kenyans. NCBA buyout by Netbank. Before the announcement that there was an imminent buyout from Standard Bank earlier in the last quarter of last year, the price of NCBA was around 70 shillings. But the transaction price is 105 shillings, Honorable Speaker. There is a current transaction happening in the NSC, in EABL. Diageo is selling to Asahi. The current market share price, Honorable Speaker, of EABL today is 259 shillings. But they are transacting at 590 shillings, Honorable Speaker. I'm just trying to say, it would be very wrong for anyone to bring semantics around market price, Honorable Speaker. It exposes how unpatriotic we can be, Honorable Speaker. The second thing I want to highlight is something called quotation precedent. Honorable Speaker, there were quotation precedents given by CA, Honorable Speaker, to our buyers in regards to licensing, where Kenya is losing over 70 billion Kenya shillings. The other one is information asymmetry. We are selling to one buyer, Honorable Speaker, instead of floating to the global market to get the best value, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the current person we are selling to is already an insider. There is already an information asymmetry. The CFO of the current company we are selling is proposed, Honorable Speaker, by our current buyers. Honorable Speaker, that in a mature market cannot be allowed to pass. The other one, Honorable Speaker, as I come to the finish.